don't want to listen. So I asked Father God, all right, so if a mother's not here, why can't I at least have a father? And the father that is here, I found out that he's not my father, so I'm trying to figure out what's my purpose here on earth. See, I'd have been saved through a drive-by, and my mom's friends ain't never touched me, but when she left me, she placed me with her brother, and he molested me. So, God, what is the point of me having to go through all this? And yet again, I didn't sit still to hear him answer. So once again, I'm going through life trying to figure out just why. Why did I have to go live inside of a shelter with this much space for me and my son to have his things? Like every week I had to go to my folks' house to recycle his toys so he wouldn't get tired. I had to throw away clothes because I didn't have enough. And God forbid when he dropped the washcloth in the shower, it had to go inside the trash. See, this was another lesson how we sometimes just don't listen. So here again, I'm stuck and I'm wondering, why do I have to cry every night? Why do I flip my pillow over every night and tears saturated? And I'm wondering why I have to be here. Why do I have to be in a life of homosexuality? Why did my mother have to not be there and it drove me into the arms of a woman when obviously I'm just what the Creator created me to be, and that's a woman. So I craved the arms of a man, but see, mistrust has set in and nobody wanted to listen to me. See, I cried out for help, but I never said, hey, he's touching me inappropriately. So what happens is over the years, nobody listened to me. So I kept all my emotions inside. So one night I asked God when I was in the shelter, God, why am I here? Why do I have to get molested? Why do I like smoking weed? Why do I want to try alcohol but it won't fit? Why are these boys sagging their pants? Why these guys got to beat up on their girlfriends? Why we got to be names? Why can't we just be queens? Why can't we be Nubian princesses? Why? This life has to be this way. He told me because it has to be. Because there has to be a balance. But you, my child, he showed me that I have to be this way because it would be awesome for people to see me one way, but then again to see me the next way. See, everything that happens everything that is meant for Satan's bad is meant for God's glory. So I had to be a homosexual so I could talk to the homosexuals. Because surely the same way I'm in this only because of pain stricken to me is the same reason why somebody else is here, because nobody wants to listen to them. They ain't never had the courage to break out and say, I don't really want to be like this, but I don't know nowhere else. God, can you help me? So I got tired. I got tired of smoking J's with a disgusting taste. I got tired of laying down with different men and different women, giving myself up and for what? Nothing. Being afraid to get pregnant more than one time. Scared of STDs. Tired of watching BET. Tired of folks getting killed over Jordans. Tired of people worried about little alligators on their shirt like it's supposed to make them into something. See, our youth get lost because our parents don't want to be real. Like, if maybe my mom told me that she was a homosexuality was real with me, maybe I wouldn't have went there. Maybe if my mother told me why she smoked crack, maybe I wouldn't have got onto weed. Maybe if my folks would have been like, I drink alcohol for this particular reason, maybe it wouldn't be so appeasing to me. So now, I'm real honest. I hide nothing from nobody because my God has delivered me from a lot of things. I no longer have to pick up a J. I no longer have to practice to go to a bottle. I ain't going to dress in stilettos yet, but I ain't even sleeping with females. See, God has brought me a mighty long way. So my question to why, God said, why not? For my promises that I will never leave you. He said, my promises that I'll never forsake you. He said, my promises that I will never put more on you than you can bear. So I made you strong enough to handle the world of homosexuality. I made you strong enough to handle a crack-headed mother. I made you strong enough to handle molestation. I made you strong enough to bear the whole world on your shoulders because it hurts you to see your youth so lost. He said, so this is why I had you here. Because see, everybody knows you as this. You have allowed yourself to betray this image, but he said, now, Tearra, my beloved child, it is time for you to stop. It is time for you to open up your mouth. So now I share my story. I let youth know that it's okay to serve God. Biggie, Tupac, they lost their lives. Do you think that their money, or their rims, or the women, or their partying has decided their fate, whether they go to heaven or hell? No. It was their heart. And whether they believe to serve the one who sent his son to die for you and to die for me. And I believe in him. Because there ain't no way I should have made it out of 2 drive-bys. Ain't no way I should have got a car accident and still been alive. Ain't no way I should have been in the 3rd grade walking the streets of Southeast at 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody ain't snatched me up. Because so many folks get snatched up. So many folks go on top of school buildings and get electrocuted. So many folks go to schools, folks come in there and shoot them up. Y'all remember the sniper? Yeah, I was in that area. But yet God chose to sustain us for this moment. He sustained me to give hope. Like, TV ain't all that. The world ain't all that. Sex ain't all that. That's the stuff that's always going to be here. Ask your moms. I'm sure they probably endeavored in some things. Ask your fathers, your uncles, your grandparents. Maybe they'll be real and let you know really what life is all about. But I'm here to let you know that ain't no bottle ever made me feel whole and complete. Ain't no J ever made me feel whole and complete. Ain't no man and no woman that can fill the holes that life has implanted in my life. But the moment that I say yes to God, but the moment that I surrender myself and I say, God, I'm tired. I'm tired of living this way. The moment that I said that, he began to fill me up. So no longer am I a bag aimlessly flowing through the winds and the storms of life. But I am a daughter of God. I am a child of God, planted firmly, learning how to have faith, unwavering, learning how that when he says stand still, to listen. Because every time I don't listen, I get carried further and further back to the place that I don't want to be. I don't want to be a reckless mother. I don't want to be an unwed mother. I don't want to be some lesbo on the street corners. I don't want to be just another chick that had a baby and ain't going to college to get what she wants. I don't want to be just another image of the world. I want to be a Proverbs woman. I want to be a virtuous woman of God. I want to be able to look at my life and folks look at me and say, how in the world did you come from walking Timbs and Air Forces, from walking baggy jeans, to working in the house of the Lord? Are you serious? Like, seriously, who are you? And then I can say, I am he who sent me. I am he who has saved me. I am he who has delivered me. And the same deliverer that has saved me is the same deliverer that can deliver us today. So I'll come as an encouragement. Yeah, street life is real fun. Skipping school is great. Dipping into somebody between the legs, pardon me for being real, but dipping in between somebody's legs, it all sounds good. But what happens when you catch something you can't get rid of? What happens when you find the woman or the man of your dreams and get tainted because you had too much partying? What happens when you keep popping these mollies? What happens when you keep smoking these bags and somebody taints it and now you can't even think on your own? Scooby, this K2, leave it alone. We're losing our youth. We're losing our sanity. We're losing ourselves to a temporary fix. Think about tomorrow, not today. Truth.